Hey guys, welcome back to Hair Life, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a raw video. So I'm literally going to do this in one shot, and yeah, I'm just going to do it as if it is a little bit of a live video. And I'm just realising it is like really light in the background, but I've pulled the curtain on a little bit. What about if I pull this one on too? There we go, that's a little bit better. It's really bright outside right now. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to do this in a little one take wonder, getting used for when the babies come in. We might not always be able to sit down and edit a video for a long time, but I still want to get something up. So this is what this video is going to be today. And also it is a second trimester update. So last time I did any sort of update, I think it was to 18 weeks. So this is going to be from 19 weeks to 28 weeks. And the reason why I'm doing this video like this as well, and why I've left it so long between doing updates, is because there's really not been many updates, to be honest. I feel really lucky. Let's just jump straight into the update, shall we? So I feel really lucky that I've had a very smooth and low risk pregnancy up to this point, and I hope that will continue. But yeah, I just feel extremely grateful. So the reason why there's not been more pregnancy updates is because there's not really been a lot to update on. So the whole main chunk of the second trimester, I definitely felt the second trimester glow and the easiness that people talk about. So as soon as you get into your second trimester, everyone says that's the time when you really start to glow, you really enjoy being pregnant, you've got used to any hormones that you had or sickness, anything like that in the first trimester, and you just enjoy being pregnant. Your bump's starting to get bigger, so people can tell you're actually pregnant now. Don't mind the dogs barking in the background. And yeah, so everyone can tell that you're pregnant now, and everyone knows that you're pregnant. And it's not just a little food baby bump, it's an actual official bump now as well. So yeah, like I say, it's just been so nice as the second trimester to me. And what I'm going to do is, I know I did say it's going to be one shot, but the only thing I will insert is some pictures so that you can see my progress along the different weeks from 19 to 28 weeks. And yeah, I don't think there's a lot to report on. Me wise, the only thing that did crop up within those weeks was that I had to go to the hospital just to have my blood pressure checked. And that was because I went in to get my maternity allowance certificate, and I had to have my blood pressure taken. And I've always had a little bit of a white coat syndrome where I don't like hospitals or anything like that. And obviously now with COVID, I do have to go into my appointments by myself. So it just makes me a little more maybe anxious, or just makes my heart rate go basically. So I took my blood pressure and my pulse, and it was just like really high. So because it was so high, they did have to refer me on just to get checked over, to check that I was okay, to check that baby was okay. And I was monitored in the hospital for about an hour, and they were really happy with baby, they were really happy with me. And yeah, it's been put down to white coat syndrome, in that when anyone comes and checks on my blood pressure, I can literally feel my heart out of my chest, my heart races, and yeah, everything just skyrockets. Whereas if I'm just left to be monitored by myself, I can chill out, you know, scrolling on my phone or whatever, it brings it right down. So it was nothing to be worried about at all. So yeah, that is literally the only thing, like I say, that has really been of anything. I'm sure if Lee was here on the video with me, he would mention like, oh, what about this, what about this, what about this. But like I say, overall there's not been a lot. The hormones have still kind of been up and down, but like I say, much more regulated than they were in the first trimester. So in the first trimester I was very kind of up and down, and I would cry at smaller things, whereas over the last few weeks in the second trimester, they have definitely been less frequent, they've been more rare. So anything that upset me, I didn't always cry about it basically. And yeah, I was just able to control my emotions a lot more and be a lot more rational. One thing that I do have to say is that in the first trimester I felt my hunger spike and increase instantly, and I feel like that kind of got a little bit under control in my second trimester, or in the weeks 19 to 28 at least. So in those weeks I was still hungry, but it wasn't as intense as in that first trimester when you need to eat right now or you'll be sick, and I needed to eat loads more meals. So in these last few weeks it's more being like, I have breakfast as soon as I wake up with my morning coffee, and that's the only coffee I have of the day, but I have my coffee and I have my breakfast as soon as I wake up because I am hungry when I wake up. And then from that point I'll last till dinner time. Dinner time has been brought forward for me a little bit, so that's usually like at 11:30 I can feel myself hungry for dinner. I'll have a snack in the afternoon and then I'll have tea, and then we've been going to bed relatively early, so by 8:30, 9 o'clock we've come to bed, and so I don't have the chance to be hungry again later on. I could see that if I was awake until like late, till like 9 or 10, I would have been needing another snack or a meal or something, but because I'm not, I've been good. Well, in relation to food anyway, the thing that I have been craving more of, which never really bothered me, was sweet things. So I've always been a savoury over a sweet type of person, but I think that has kind of changed and I've been craving more sweet things. So chocolates, sweets, ice cream, I am all about that. So that's one thing we joke about, because Lee has a really big sweet tooth and I'm like, this baby must have a big sweet tooth just like the dad. So that was that. And I did think of just one more thing to do with food or something then, but I can't think of it, and like I say, we're doing the one take, so will it come back to me? We don't know. Not thinking of it right now in this moment, but yeah, that's food. Oh, I was just going to say, I've not had any real cravings or aversions. That's one thing that I get asked a lot, and no, there's not been one specific thing that I've really been after. It's more of the case of, if I want something, I really want it like there and then, like now. But lockdown has kind of like really helped with that, because I know that what I've got in the house, excuse me, is all that we can have, so that's definitely helped with that. Another thing, been a lot more gassy. I did think I mentioned this in like one of my first, pardon me, updates, that I've been a lot more gassy. Yeah, that comes with pregnancy, and it definitely hit me like super strong, so yes. And I believe for those weeks that may be all there is to update on. It is actually a few weeks later now, so I will be doing follow-up ones. When you're watching this, I'm currently 32 weeks pregnant, so I will have some more updates, and I do hope to do them more frequently now as well, especially it getting closer to the time of the birth. You know, we've only got 8 weeks to go, like realistically, so yeah, I do want to do some more regular ones, so that, but you never know when it's going to be your last update, do you? And I want to remember all these things, because this is when I feel like things will start changing, and I definitely feel like things have started to change already. So yeah, please give it a big thumbs up for more pregnancy update videos. But that is it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed watching this more raw lifestyle vlog. Like I say, please give it a big thumbs up if you love pregnancy update videos and you would like to see more from my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!